The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in.
If you really watch, like her floor game is as impressive, so it's kind of the total package.
Did you notice the recent increase in conversations on Caitlin Clark since this season started? She's changed the game. She's made history and caught heat for it. But now, the biggest names in the NBA are stepping in, the people who've been there. Who knows what it's like to carry the spotlight and the target that comes with it? The truth is, the chatter hasn't stopped since Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA. Some praise her, some pick her apart, but here's the deal. LeBron James, Charles Barkley, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and a few other legends are not staying quiet. They've all had something to say. You see, LeBron didn't waste any time. Right after the WNBA announced charter flights for every team, LeBron made it clear this wasn't just some league-wide decision.
More people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane for the first time in their league history. You know, they flew private. That should be celebrated in his own right.
He said it straight. It's because of Caitlin Clark. He didn't stutter. He gave her the credit out loud. He saw the shift and called it what it was.
Anyone that's, in sports that's flown commercial or flown, charter, that should be celebrated. And it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Come to think of it, you don't get those kinds of changes without someone shaking up the system. Caitlin's arrival brought more eyeballs, more conversation, more heat. LeBron recognized that because he knows what it looks like when one player tilts the entire sport.
But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go have fun, enjoy. People need to realize the Indiana Fever, this is the second year in a row they had the #1 pick. So do y'all know what that means? That means they're not that good. They had back-to-back years as the #1 pick.
Why are you a hater on the Fever, man?
I am a realist. Because not only I get people are just crazy about why she should be doing this and they should be doing that. If she's so great, this team, it's still a team game, people. It is still a team game, and. But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. I hope they do great. I'm just kind of in this mode right now because I'm getting the same, thing from watching my son, who's a 19-year-old, kind of getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him when he's just a kid trying to live out his dream. There's a very small number of men and women.
What about the numbers? They back it all up. WNBA viewership has jumped. Arenas are filling up. Her jerseys flying off shelves. You don't need spin when the receipts are right there. LeBron knows that attention isn't random. It's driven, and Clark's the driver. In the opening game, the Indiana Fever opened their season against the Chicago Sky. Over 17,000 people packed into Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That wasn't just a solid turnout. That was the biggest crowd for a WNBA game in years. I mean, come to think of it, that kind of buzz doesn't just happen. You don't get nearly 18,000 people on a weekday unless something real is pulling them in. Not only that, the ripple effect is already showing up across the league. It's not just Indiana. Everywhere Clark goes, ticket sales go up. The Fever's road games are seeing bigger crowds than usual.
When it comes to having the pressure of going on the road, packing out arenas, everyone is coming to see you, whether they coming to see you do good or to fail. There's no other two athletes like LeBron James and Caitlin Clark that's been under this most pressure since I've been around the game of basketball that I've witnessed with my very own eyes.
Some arenas are opening extra sections just to fit more people. And it's not just fans in seats. We're talking jerseys selling out online, spikes in social media chatter, and a clear bump in national TV viewership. The WNBA is showing up on screens that ignored it before. People aren't just curious, and they're tuning in, following, reacting. So these numbers prove her impact isn't hype. It's real. And LeBron sees it just like everyone else paying attention. He didn't need a press release to figure it out. The league is growing because Clark showed up. And as more people buy tickets and tune in, it's clear the league isn't just benefiting from her presence. It's being pushed forward by it.
There's not that many people that can relate to everything that she's been through. There's not that many folks that know what it's like to be in her shoes, but someone that does is LeBron James, right? And here is what he told Esquire when he was asked about Caitlin Clark. He said, "I have a great deal of respect for her because I know exactly what it means to be drafted, to be the face of a franchise, and also get the scrutiny from a lot of people that don't believe you're ready for the next jump." And so Me, watching Caitlyn, seeing what she's doing, I've been in support of her since day one because I remember myself going through that, and she has my support 100%. She is a transcendent player.
Now here's where it gets personal. LeBron remembers what it was like during his rookie year. He said it clearly. They weren't celebrating him. They wanted to go at him. He didn't walk into the league to hugs and applause. He walked into battles. And Caitlyn? She's getting the same treatment. So what does he tell her? He tells her to be a horse, put on blinders, block out the noise, just go to work. Because every time she speaks, there's someone waiting to twist it.
My advice to Caitlyn, and my advice to anyone that comes in with this, this level of like notoriety, out of this world expectation, whatever the case may be, I just think it's all about having, be a horse, man. The Kentucky Derby, put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft, kind of keep your mouth shut, and just learn from the vets. When they ask, you voice your opinion if they want your opinion, man, early on, because everybody is looking for you to say anything, and they're gonna splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing.
That pressure, LeBron's seen it, and he's seen it get thrown at his son too. Bronny hasn't even hit the league, and the criticism is already loud. That's how LeBron knows the game hasn't changed, just the faces.
There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing a professional sport. And we have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen. That is the weirdest thing in the world, but it is what it is, and I'm glad that Caitlyn has a great head on her shoulder. She seems like it. I don't think I've ever met her. I don't think I've met her before, but it seems like everything is going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal, and she turns that franchise around to where Tamika Catchings had it at one point.
Anyway, LeBron didn't hold back. He said he's rooting for her, that he's walked the same path, that he sees her, and he wants her to keep going. That's not just support. That's a legacy passing down game.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlyn Clark.
Now see, when Charles Barkley speaks, people listen. He doesn't sugarcoat, he doesn't filter, he says what everyone else is too scared to say. And when it comes to Caitlyn Clark, Barkley came in hot. He looked at the WNBA players and reminded them, she got y'all charters, she brought in the money, she made the attention real. They should all be thanking her.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlyn Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Yeah, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you are 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty. Caitlyn Clark, thank you for bringing all that money and shine to the WNBA.
And he didn't stop there. He told them to stop being petty, to stop acting like jealous dudes. He was talking to the veterans, to the ones throwing elbows. Barkley sees through the noise, and he called it out. You see, Barkley's been in this league long enough to know how jealousy works. He knows when hate is rooted in fear. And in Clark's case, he made it clear. She's not the problem. She's the opportunity. Aside from this, he backed LeBron up without even naming him. Both legends say the same thing in their own way. Caitlyn Clark is not the enemy. She's the spotlight. And some people just don't know how to handle the light when they don't turn it on themselves.
Steph, you've been very complimentary in the past about Caitlyn Clark. She's on the verge of breaking the scoring record. I mean, do you see any comparisons in the way like she shoots to your people compared to the way you two shoot? Do you see anything?
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy, though, just because her shot is...
Let's be honest. Everyone's been comparing Caitlyn to Steph Curry.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark?
The range, the confidence, the way she pulls up from the logo like it's just a free throw. It's not just style, it's rhythm. And fans noticed it fast.
Assist for Green. Curry a long three. It's good! Steph Curry
stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet!
Steph didn't just laugh it off. He actually broke it down. He said her release time is pretty much the same as his. That's not a light comparison. That's elite recognizing elite. He looked past the highlights and saw the real game.
If you really watch, like her floor game is as impressive. So it's kind of the total package. And her being the fringe of breaking that record, and the amount of attention that she has gained over the course of these last couple years. Every building she goes into, there's a different energy. Like, it's great for her, great for women's basketball.
Have you reached out to her at all, or?
I have, but yeah, I'm always supporting and rooting on the next greatest talent. Be a resource if ever needed.
He talked about her floor vision, her control of the offense, the way she leads a team and commands a room. He said every arena she steps into feels different now. And coming from Steph, a guy who transformed arenas himself, that means a lot. So you remember that moment when Caitlin Clark breaks the NCAA scoring record? Who's there in the crowd? Bulls guard Kobe White. He saw it all in person.
The one that broke the record was crazy. I think she put up 2 feet beyond half court. So for me to see it in person, she's legit. She's the best, so she's the.
He watched her pull up from nearly half court and hit. The crowd exploded. But Kobe? He knew he wasn't just watching a big moment. He was watching a movement. He didn't hesitate, called her the GOAT, said she's the best. No hesitation in his voice, just respect, just facts. Aside from Kobe, Kevin Durant saw it way before most. Back in high school, he caught a game and spotted her instantly. He said she controlled everything, the tempo, the ball, the energy. He had one thought, who the hell is this?
Yeah, she's displaying some skill right now that's like, and she moving fast. Like, it look like, she don't look like, it look like everybody on that court is way slower than her when she get into her stuff. I remember watching her when she was a summer going into her senior year. I was in Chicago for 3 days for the Girls AAU Nationals.
Yeah.
Her team from Iowa, like, they played together so smooth, but she was always leading that. She always had the ball in her hands. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game. I was like, who the hell is this? She is nice. It was like, oh, she the best player in the country. I was like, oh, damn. I see it now. Like, you know, like when you walk in and you don't even know who anybody is, and they just be like, yo, that's the best player in the country right there. It's just like, yo, that hits you out of nowhere. Like, let me really focus in on her.
He saw the ball control, the speed, the calm and chaos, and the way she scored from anywhere. KD's been around elite talent his whole life, and Clark stood out.
They showing some stuff out there, like, from a skill standpoint and creativity standpoint, that is just like, it's hard to deny that.
So yeah, he kept watching, followed her journey, called her the best in the country before the awards came, and now she's proving him right. Another legend, Kevin Garnett, doesn't do fake praise. He's intense. He talks with fire. He played with fire. That's why his words matter.
They not doing that drill.
Listen to me though, this is barbaric. This is getting you to align with the league. What she is going through, that's the WNBA. The WNBA is physical. We're starting to see that now. It's chippy. It's always been. Man, listen, I don't know if y'all saw, Angel Reese got goddamn DDT. She got hit in the head, then DDT. All these motherfuckers didn't do, they pinning for the 3, for the 1-2. That's what I'm saying, bro. All y'all part of it, but until anybody get a long ball, shut up. Ain't nobody, she's transcending the game. Today's game is what? High pace and threes. Nobody games looks like hers. And you know what is coming. Right to left, step back left, ha. And you can't do
What's
shit
the name
about
got that?
Who?
And Garnett made it clear here, her game isn't like anyone else's. She's changing how people view the women's game, one play at a time. See, these legends don't just hand out praise. You don't get LeBron, Barkley, Steph, KD, KG speaking your name unless you've done something real. They've all seen hype, and they've seen it fade. But with Caitlyn, they see impact. They all notice the same things. She's changed the game. She's taken hits, physically and verbally. She's still kept her cool, still stayed focused, still delivered. And here's what it comes down to. There's always two sides. people who lift others up and people who tear them down. LeBron, Barkley, Steph, KD, KG, they chose their side. They're lifting her up, loud and clear. So, do you agree with LeBron and the others? Is Caitlin Clark getting the respect she deserves? Or are people too caught up in pettiness to see the bigger picture? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.